Yeah, I mean, it's hard to put into words sometimes because it doesn't really hit you until like I feel like it doesn't hit you until you start spending the money and you actually like realize what you can do with it. Like for right now, even still, like it's it's in my account. Like I have to withdraw it. Like I haven't even realized that I haven't even touched it yet. So it's more so like what you do with it and like the freedom it brings and the things like that. But I mean, if it was my first time, I definitely was. I was elated like the first time I did six figures. Like I was super super elated. But I mean, I'm still so happy, obviously. But I feel like it hasn't really hit yet. Still, and I haven't slept. I'm tired of shit. So I mean, the first person I always call is my mom. I usually I wait if it's 6 a.m. I just wake her up, like FaceTime her, like wake her up out of bed, and I'm like, hey, like, I was funny. I said, guess what? And she's like, oh, you made like a million bajillion dollars or something like that, and I was like, yeah, that's what happened. So I mean, she's super proud of me and everything, like, and I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like even my own parents didn't believe me, like when I was eating shit with trading for like a long time, and like that's the most important thing is that you believe in yourself above what anybody, literally even the closest people in your life, might doubt you. And like my parents used to come in my room and like I didn't go to college, like I lied to my parents for 2 years saying I was going to school. I never went to school because I just knew that shit was not for me, and I just was I was trading. And they would come in my room every day and say, get a job, you're a bum, this, that, and the other thing. Like, and that's very discouraging, So, but if you really believe in yourself, like, as cliche as that shit is, like, it's, you gotta work hard and make it happen.
I came close to 200. Well, first was 100 and 176. Then I I had a 400 and something thousand dollar day actually. Does that count? Does that count? I don't know.
He
I
said,
doubled it.
yeah.
Does it count?
James, does it count?
Yeah, it fucking counts.
Yeah. So I did then what trade was it on? So like I had did what was it? It says record.
That was on US 30, right?
What's it? Let's see. Hold on. And this was like my right. Yeah, it was on US 30, like this thing, like right here, 400 some thousand. That's the setup that I made my Vans shoes from, actually. It was surreal, bro. It was that was like one thing that was surreal, honestly, because like I think it was so surreal that like James says, like whenever it's in your account, like it's just numbers, So like you can't really feel the difference of like what is actually being done until you actually withdraw, But I was definitely ecstatic, bro. Like I popped some champagne bottles, like I was celebrating. I called friends over, like like my mom had seen. So like whenever she sees that kind of stuff, like she's always excited for me because at the same time, like that makes her more comfortable knowing that I can also help out the family in many ways also. You know what I'm saying? So like if I win, my whole family wins. So like that's what it came down to. But also like I think after that, like I had bought my Ferrari Pista immediately. I bought it with that money right there and just just call it a day, bro. Because like that alone just like made me just like start knocking off things on my checklist and everything with like my milestones that I've reached, honestly. So that right there was definitely like a mind blowing moment, knowing that I did that like in under a day. It's like one of those things that you just can't even believe because the numbers are moving so fast. Like you're seeing 200, 300, 400, like what the fuck is going on? What else is going on? And then all of a sudden, like James said, like I'm texting James, I'm like, yo, James, and what did I say? Like, what's the true skill?
Is how fast you can close the order.
How fast you can just press X and close out everything as soon as possible because the numbers move very, very fast, bro. So I mean, like once I did that, it's like once you press the X button and everything's closed out, you just sit back like, fuck. Like what was that about, I mean, I've seen James do like great numbers, but also like mess up on certain things while he's doing those certain numbers, like that $800 and some account that you did was up so and so. He fucked up, and I still tell people this thing till this day. Like if I'm explaining James's trade, I'll say like, all right, James did good on all those trades, but he did something wrong. And what was that, James? Like, if you remember, like, what did you do?
I entered my biggest positions at the bottom.
Exactly. And I like, he put a 20 lot at the lowest point inside the market, and that killed.
That fucked me over.
Yeah. And I'm glad that you remember that fuck up, because
Yeah, for sure.
it was such a smooth trade. And I'm like, and then once he did that, I'm like, fuck, okay, it's a wrap. Because it's like those small things, I feel like he's actually grown on over the years. So it's definitely great to see that, he's actually making those big days, but also keeping those big days also. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like those were definitely some learning lessons that he had to actually just learn with experience in his time, and just being more disciplined with how he's going about his trades and how he's leveraging his account, because everything else that he's doing is good. It's just how he actually is moving when he's in the midst of all those trades and the numbers moving. But seeing how he actually closed out 200K, that says a lot already. That says that he's a lot more disciplined. He's a lot more satisfied with certain numbers being shown on the screen versus trying to actually get to $1 million. Because 200K is $200,000 regardless of the fact. And that's still money that can really pump up your bank account a lot.
Just that having that first taste of it, after years of just, of just fucking up, like doing well and then just making mistake after mistake after mistake. So, I mean, it still feels great. Like, obviously it's incredible, but, yeah, at a certain, I mean, I'm financially stable, and like I can enjoy myself. I can do whatever I want on the day to day. So like, that's what matters most to me. Like, I don't care. Like, once you get beyond, like, everyone thinks, oh, you want a millionaire, this, that, like, but like, yo, once you can enjoy your day, and nobody can really tell you what to do, and you have complete freedom of your time, like, that's the most important thing to me.
Yo, can I touch on that?
Do you agree?
We spoke about this yesterday. I was talking to someone, all right? And then she's like, yo, Q, and this was a real conversation. She said, yo, Q, so like, what do you like to do nowadays? I'm like, damn, that's a hard question, honestly. Like, I mean, at times I like to travel. At times I like to do like some activities. At times I like to just, have some new business ventures. Like, personally, I feel like what I like to do is just to be free. To be free as to do like whatever I want to do, whenever I want to do it, not having anything time based. I just live. Like, I like to live, and living meaning doing whatever I want to do within that time span of when I want to do it. So that is like what that meant to me, honestly. Like, just, it's not about just like doing like one thing, like, oh, like I like to just go bike riding. Nah, like, I mean, if I want to get up like right now and go buy a bike and bike ride, then I'm gonna do that. Because it's just the freedom of doing literally anything that you want to do at any time, because you want to do it. Like, that's what I feel like financial freedom is for me nowadays, honestly. Just having no limit, and that's the real shit. Having no limit, doing whatever.